Oh. Hey guys, welcome to the garden. If you are new here, welcome back if you're returning. Hey planties. This video is going to be a little bit of a change of pace. We are going to go over some of my favorite CAS creators as well as create a sim together. So before we get started in actually creating the sim, I guess we can start with some of the defaults that I use. So defaults are CC that are automatically applied to your sims. They are default placed on all your sims essentially. So one of them that I use is the Aeonium by Nasuri skin overlay. So of course she already has this skin overlay on, but I do also have it to place on top. It doesn't really do anything because she already has it on. I also use the remove EA lashes. As you can see that she doesn't have any eyelashes on right now. And as far as eyes, I use Whisper Eyes by Dangerously Free Jellyfish. I also have another default eye color, Lore Eyes by Twisted Cat. So I actually like this eye color that she has already, so I think I'm gonna keep that. And then another default replacement I have is the Realistic Feet replacement by Juice. It has been a sad time in the community ever since Juice announced that they are retiring from making CC. Who's gonna make us shoes now? We love you, Juice. So I believe that is all of my default replacements. I do get asked this question a lot about how I have so many things showing on my screen. I use the more CAS columns mod and I have the 5 column option. I will say you do have to be careful of your screen size because if you have a smaller screen and you go and get 5 columns, it may be too big for your screen, but you will know immediately because they will be going off of your screen. I would say start with 3 or 4 and see if that fits for you. I also use the standstill mod. I'm trying a new one right now. I don't usually use this one, but this is the newer one by Northern Siberia Winds. I think this little pose is so freaking cute though. She got a little sass to her. I love it. Honestly, this sim is gorgeous already, but you know, we're gonna doll her up. So as far as eyebrows, some of my favorite CC creators for eyebrows is S Club. I'm probably gonna butcher this, but Go Popple Esme? Is that right? Praline Sims, Obscurus, Twisted Cat, Peachy Fairy, Stretch Skeleton. I believe that's all of them. Those are some of the ones I use the most often. I would say Twisted Cat and y'all don't make me say it again. Go Popple Esme are probably my most used maybe. But these brows that she has going on right now are eating, so we're actually gonna keep these. So my process of making a sim, normally I take everything off. So we're just gonna walk through how I would normally make a sim. Baby girl gotta get nook. I'm also gonna take her hair off as well. So usually this is how I start. Bald and bare. Typically when I'm making my feminine frame sims, I do tend to make them a tiny bit shorter. And I do that with the height slider by Lumia. And then from there, we go into body presets usually. Some of my favorite body presets are by Obscurus, Afrocentric Sims, Uno, and Sammy XOX. This is one preset here. This is another. I really like Cinesims because they're really natural curvy bodies. They're not like too crazy enhanced, but when you do want that bada boom, Afrocentric Sims, yeah, they're giving what they need to give. I think my absolute favorite body presets are the ones by Nasuri because they are so realistic. I'm gonna go with this body preset and I'm gonna slim it down just a little. Yeah, it's about there. So then from there, I usually go into the skin details and I will start with the skin overlay. Some of my favorite skin overlays are by Northern Siberia Winds, Nasuri, Twisted Cat. Those are some of my favorites and most used. I would say my most used preset is probably this one. Or maybe this one. And I usually use the full body ones most of the time. Yes. Okay, period. Honestly, this sim don't even need a lot of work. She's giving what she needs to give. And one thing I really love to do is layer skin details. So if you don't have one of these CAS organizers, I highly recommend the one by Large Tater Tot. These help stop you from like putting on another one in the same category, and then it removes the previous one that you put on. So instead of that happening where you see all of these are within one section, so if you pick another one in this section, it will remove the prior one, versus if you scroll down to the next section, which would be the mouth crease area, you then can layer it on top of the previous skin detail. So I think on top of this one, I'm gonna do this oh so smooth. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I have a ton of skin details if you can't tell. One of the ones I can't live without are my lashes by Kijiko and Miko. I feel like skin details is where you really bring your sim to life. It's where you give them that extra flair that makes them either look very similar or very different. Okay, so now we're into the freckles section. I do usually like to give my sims some sort of birthmarks or freckles or something, because I feel like that's very realistic, especially for me. I don't know about you guys, but I have a ton of beauty marks and freckles. So for me, it's just super realistic just to add a few little facial beauty marks or blemishes. Like, oh my gosh, that's so freaking pretty. This one looks like a little heart. I have a birthmark that's similar to this next to my mouth, so that's really so cool. I struggle so much to find skin details to actually make my sim self look like me. This is not my sim self, clearly, but now we are in the dimple section. She does already have a little bit of eye bags, but I think I want to add more. One thing I really cannot go without is edges. C Production has so many really good edges, as well as Shea Butter. They have so many really good edges that look good with any kind of hairstyle, especially updos. Like, look at all of these. Okay, these were in the same section, so I ended up removing her eye bags. Ooh, I'm actually gonna give her different eye bags because I really like these ones. These eye bags are by Tamo. They're very realistic. I like these ones. So we'll scroll down to the next section. Okay, these little details are by Naseri, and I feel like they are an absolute must. If you don't get any other skin details, you need these. They have everything from making the forehead look more rounder to the eyes look a little bit darker. It gives a little bit of darkness under the eye, darkness under the nose to give it a little bit more detail, a darker shadow in that Cupid's bow. Look how realistic that looks. I think I'm gonna keep the Cupid's bow one. It can add a little bit more details to the nose. This adds a little bit of lightness around the lips. You can even add a chin dimple. There's so many options in here that just make your sim look so much more realistic. I really like this Cupid's bow one. We already gave her some moles, and these are just a bunch of contacts that can go over the eyes. I have them, but I really don't use them. For certain things I will, but I don't know. For some reason, I just don't. I love this Moo. I think it's by Squeamish. Is that their name? I think. But it puts this blush on your sim's face that makes them, like, it can be like really, really red. It makes them look flush in the face. Look at that. That would be so good for like storytelling pictures. If you want to make it look like your sim is blushing. It even adds a little bit of blush to the nose. Now this one, I know that a lot of people like are 50-50 on if they like it or not. But this face shadow by Sim Mandy, I am not gonna lie, I love it. I usually do it on the lightest like this if I'm gonna use it, but I love it. I'm not gonna lie, it adds so much detail to their face. It looks like the sun is just hitting them. I don't use it on all of my sims, but I do use it on some of them, and I will say I think it's really cute. If I'm not sacrificing another skin detail in the same area, I will use it. Okay, and now at this point, I'm gonna add some lashes. Sometimes I don't add lashes in the skin details just because it can clip when they wear rings and things like that. But I'm not gonna lie, I be too lazy to try to put lashes on every outfit. The lashes 4 by Miko in the second swatch might be my favorite lashes. And then we'll come down to this next section, and I feel like she's looking really cute. I'm thinking maybe we can add just a little bit more to her face. So this is by Fayish, and it is called Chubby Cheeks, and it just gives the facial structure kind of a little reconstruction with the highlight and contour. Like, this is without it. With it basically just adds like highlight and contour to their face to change the way that the shape of their face looks. I really like this one. Okay, and the next category is acne. I don't think there's really anything in here that I use. Yeah, I don't really use anything in the acne category. And then as far as birthmarks, I usually just scroll down to down here. I have these chin overlays by Sammy XOX. And I usually always like to add something to the chin area, even if it's really subtle. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like butt chins. Like how that's just the ever so slight little booty chin. I love it. And then I will come down to the teeth. I don't have a default teeth, but it always default goes to this one by MagicBot, and I really like it. I do like to give my Sims imperfect teeth. I have this teeth pack by DumplinSiims because I don't know about you guys, but I don't have perfect teeth. I like these a lot. I feel like these are very realistic, not super squared off perfect, but still nice. So we'll go with those. And then I'm not gonna lie to you guys, as far as like the brow details, cheek details, eyes, and mouth details, I kind of be skipping over this sometimes, especially the brow detail area, unless I just want to add more skin details. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this one by Okru, this miscellaneous details, again, is a must have. If you don't get anything else other than that necessary little details, you also need this. My most used detail in here is the darker top lip. I absolutely love that because I feel like that's very common, especially for people of color. But there are a ton of options in here. Like this adds more crease to the edge of the lip. This gives more of a cupid's bow. This one adds a ton of definition to like the cheekbones. This adds more definition to the bridge of the nose. I actually really like, I think I'm gonna keep that for her. You can add, again, darkness around the eyes, dimples, eye bags, wrinkles on the forehead, highlights around the eyes. There are just a ton of options in here. And then as far as cheek details, I usually go for matte add-on. I don't really know what it does. I always put it on. And then as far as eye details, I do have, again, this Okru one pops up here, but this eye mask by Sammy XOX has a lot of different detailed eyes that add so much detail and just texture like around the eyes. I think I really like this one, so we're gonna go with that. And then for mouth details, I do really like this blush by Northern Siberia Winds. It kind of gives the lips just like a tint to them without actually having to have on lip gloss or lipstick. And that is that for the skin details and the base. So from here, I usually go into hair. Now for the good part. Y'all, I have so much CC hair. Some of my favorite CC hair creators are Okru, Sim Celebrity 00 is my girl, Daylife Sims, GG Sims, Clumsy Alien, Ahoob, Sims Trouble, and Aretha B. I have so many CC hairs in my game, it's so hard to pick my favorites. So for this sim, I'm thinking long hair, maybe straight hair, something brushed back, kind of like this, or oof. That's eaten. I normally gravitate to Sim Celebrity 00 first. I will have to say that they are probably my top favorite. Max's Match Creator. This hair eats so bad. It's giving Ariana Grande. There are so many options. Oh my gosh. Oh, this hair is probably like one of my favorite of all time. I try not to use it that much because I'm obsessed with it and will use it on every single sim. I think I'm gonna go with this one. So usually from here, I'll then go in and kind of pull and tug on certain features of the face in detail edit mode, just to kind of give a little bit more character to their face. I don't really have a rhyme or reason to it. I just kind of pull and tug until I get what I am looking for. This sim is honestly already gorgeous, so she not making us work too hard for it. If you see some things pulling and tugging that don't in your game, it's because I do have sliders installed in my game. It would take me 87 years to try to tell you guys what sliders I have in my game because I have so many. I honestly think this sim is just stunning already. I do want to go in and give her a hairline. Our girl just need a little bit of edges, that's all. No, that took away her eye bags. This is the hard part because I either have to sacrifice her eye bags or her beauty marks to give her a hairline. I think it's beauty marks, gotta go. We can give her some different beauty marks. I have some here in a different category. So let's see if we can find some that we like. I think this is really pretty. Okay, we'll go with these ones. A little bit of a change, a little bit of a compromise, but I think it'll be worth it. So now that we have our skin details done, our hair selected, and we've kind of done a little bit of face shaping. Now, if you are doing more, you can go into the presets. I have a lot of presets. Some of the presets I recommend are by Obscurus, Northern Siberia Winds, Pinkish World, and Miko, as well as Twisted Cat, Magic Bot. I have so many presets. That goes for pretty much every preset category as far as eyes, nose, and lips. So then I usually go down into makeup. I am not huge on like eyeshadow, so I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the times I kind of skip over eyeshadow and just go to eyeliner. As you can see, I don't have a ton of eyeshadow, and honestly the eyeshadow that I do have I've gotten from downloading other people's sims. So usually I skip down into eyeliner. I like the ones that are like really subtle and just kind of make the eyelashes darker. Wing liners are my favorite. Go as Purple Me. Twisted Cat has really nice makeup, but I really don't have a ton of makeup. When I tell y'all I be trying to make my sims pretty without it, I legit be trying to make my sims pretty without it. Blush, I almost never use it. If you see me put blush on a sim, I'm really trying to accomplish something. Sometimes I will do nose highlighter. Oh, this would be really nice. If we toned it down, it kind of gives her a natural blush like all over her body. I think this one, and then that's really pretty. Okay, I think we'll keep that. And then as far as lips, y'all, I got all of these all these lip stuff, right? And the only ones I use are usually by Twisted Cat, or I have these. I have to look up who these are by, but this honey gloss one I use on like all my sims, as well as this Sunday Nights lip gloss. A highly recommended one is Pudding by Twisted Cat, but honestly I almost never use this one. I do really like this soft glam one paired with a lip liner, but those are my go-tos. I very much give my sims like natural glam, which is basically just lip gloss and eyeliner and I guess quote unquote mascara because they have lashes. I think we'll try out this Prism set by Twisted Cat. I'm liking how this looks. I think we'll keep this first swatch. And then as far as face paint, I have some contacts in here. I do have these lip liners by Peachy Fairy, and they are really cute and they work really well with all different kinds of lip shapes. Okay, hold on. I might give her a lip liner. These are eating. Okay, lip combo is definitely giving. So after all of that, I then go into clothing. I have so much clothing, CC, y'all. So I'm just gonna give y'all some of my favorites. I love Sente, love Twisted Cat, love Bashiana, Aretha B, Estaya 96, New Crest, Clumsy Alien, and the list goes on, to be honest. But those are some of my favorites. So I'm just gonna speed this part up because I am gonna take forever trying to pick an outfit. Okay, that actually didn't take as long as I thought. I think this outfit is really freaking cute. So while we're here, I'm gonna go in and recommend some of my favorite shoe creators. Juice is at the top of the list. Trilike, Sunberry, Madeline, Jolly Bean, Aretha B, Sente, Serenity, and Chow. I know there's more mixed in here, but those are some of my tops that I use the most often. So from here, usually I will go into the accessories. I usually try to pick the outfit first before I start picking accessories so I can kind of get a feel for what kind of accessories are going to go with what they're wearing. I think a cute little dainty necklace like this would be so freaking cute. Christopher 067 is my top recommendation for accessories, as well as S Club and Graph Tee. I hope I said that right. Then we will add some earrings. I kind of have an idea for what earrings I want to put with this already. They're like my favorite earrings. They are It's not these, but these are really cute. Okay, these are not what I was looking for, but I actually really like these. I think we'll go with these. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, as far as like nails and like accessories, I kind of just be grabbing stuff. I don't really have a bunch of like favorites. A lot of the things that I have just come with other things I download from creators like Senti or Okayo or Serenity, for example. So I think I'm going to try to give her a bracelet. That is really pretty. And as far as fingernails, I don't have my CAS pose installed properly. As far as fingernails, I usually go with like a French tip, or because I don't really have a personality in mind for this sim, I will kind of just give her a French tip because I feel like that's universal for everybody. Sometimes I give my sim a bag because I think it's just so cute, but a lot of times they just get in the way, especially the ones that they hold in their hands. But I have a couple that are crossbodies. Like this one is so freaking cute. It's a YSL bag. And honestly, I think she needs it. She needs it. It's just the pop of the fit. This bag is by Star-Lord. And I have some by Bergdivorce. I think that's how you say their name. And then more things by Christopher067. I struggle with giving my Sims rings that don't look like wedding rings. I definitely need to get more ring options. Okay, maybe I'll just give her a single ring on this hand. Period. And that is how I make a sim. Then from here, of course, I would go through all the other outfits, select her traits and aspiration, as well as sometimes I do likes and dislikes. Usually I like to let them develop during gameplay. And picking a name, I usually just kind of randomize, or sometimes I get the name inspiration from like movies or music, usually just from life in general, or some name that I heard at some point that I thought that was really pretty or really cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is definitely something very, very different. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a comment and a like so I know that we can make some more of these. I really had fun creating this sim with you guys, and I hope to use her sometime soon. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this with a friend, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!